Women should have the right to make their own reproductive decisions. I mean, it is a fundamental element of personal freedom that you should make your own reproductive decisions. And a court ruling that takes an FDA approved medication that's been approved not just like for a week or two, but for decades, and suddenly throws into question whether anyone can access it, not just in the individual district in Texas where the judge sits, but the entire country, is just shocking. I mean, it was a shocking ruling. And so we are, I think, part of an amicus brief that's going into the court, and we're encouraging the Department of Justice to do the same thing. You have to follow the legal process, right? So a judge has made that ruling, and the right way to complain about a ruling is to go to the circuit court, Supreme Court if need be. But what's at stake is a settled state of affairs for decades where people could access this FDA-approved medication that's now been just turned topsy-turvy for the entire country. And I think it's really important to stand for women's freedom to make their own reproductive decisions.
Yeah, and I just would echo, 100% agree with Tim. It is about women's reproductive freedom, ability to make those decisions. But it also, if a judge, federal judge anywhere in the country can arbitrarily, without any scientific basis, overturn a drug that was approved by the FDA, I believe in the year 2000, what does that say about the validity of FDA approval for drugs across all classes? I don't think there's been, there's been a lot of things come out of the courts recently that I don't agree with. I can't think of a decision that is more shocking and potentially could have broader ramifications, not just for reproductive choice, but for Americans' access to all kinds of FDA-approved drugs than this shockingly wrong, non-scientifically based decision. And I think it is, I agree with Tim as well. Some people said, just ignore it. No, we have a legal system in this country, and you've got to go through the appeal process. I think it will, I would expect, beyond even the women's reproductive issues, just the whole notion of what this does to the FDA approval process. I just hope and pray that we see this reversed quickly.